Last time on Resurrect SMP. I really like how this build came out. This is probably the best build I've done, really, ever. I can't wait to start again in this new world.
Start again, you say?
Wait, who are you?
I'm you, but in another timeline. You might know me as OnesieBuddy. I shall share with you some of my knowledge that I've collected throughout my time here and in the world beyond. And in exchange, you share me a part of your soul.
Okay, Onesie, I accept. So, before we start this episode, I just want to let you know, you'll notice that I'm actually wearing diamond armor. And how I got diamond armor, I played with other people on the server for a bit. Now some inside baseball, I actually play on the server quite a bit with my friends. I made sure that anything that I did in the server didn't really impact what I was doing as far as lore goes. But that also meant that I was able to get this diamond gear with enchants thanks to one of the fellow wanderers named Kane, and they allowed me to use his mob grinder. As a result, I was able to enchant all my gear, and I went out of my way to go find another fortress and got myself a backpack randomly. So that was nice. But enough inside baseball, let's get back into it. What is this place?
This is White Space, where I will teach you everything you need to know. And, of course, by now, you've seen the quarry.
Yeah, this is the quarry that'll solve so many of my problems.
And it will, but we need to go over on how to power it. This is a water wheel. As the name suggests, it provides rotational power generated by being pushed by water.
Simple enough.
But rotational power isn't the only thing to worry about. Each wheel can only handle so much stress.
Stress?
Yes, stress. By adding in another water wheel, you have twice the stress capacity to power the contraptions.
So it's not just rotational speed, but also stress capacity.
Now you're beginning to understand. Here's a large water wheel. It moves twice as slow, but provides twice the stress capacity.
So if I'm understanding this, if I'm going to power many machines, I'm going to need a lot of stress capacity.
Correct. Now go forth, Kigurumi, and turn the Wheel of Fate.
So I think today, we're going to go focus on making ourselves some power generation, because all we have right now is a hand crank and mechanical saw that we used to get all the trees to make this building before. So I think the goal for today is that we're going to be focusing on some general power generation, because now we know how to do it, we might as well go ahead and start generating some power. And the power that we're going to be focusing on is, of course, the rotational power, because eventually we need something to power up all of our machines. First things first, we need to make ourselves some water wheels. Okay, so with our stuff that we have so far, let's go smelt up the zinc that we have and grab some andesite. Now I think I have some andesite somewhere in here. Here it is. Grab the rest of our zinc. Now we're just gonna wait for this to finish. That should be enough zinc. And then with the zinc, we turn it into zinc nuggets. And with zinc nuggets, we should be able to make ourselves andesite alloy. Then we're gonna turn this over into shafts. Now with the shafts, we can make into cogs. Let's grab ourselves a stack of logs. You know what, we should probably measure out before we make all the water wheels, just in case. Now, in order to get the maximum of around 16,000 stress units, we're gonna need 32 water wheels, which I don't think is going to be possible. But what we're going to do is try to fit in as much as we can along this wall so that it kind of fits in with the aesthetic. So I suppose we can start right here. So 1, 2, 18, 19, 30, 31, 32. So let's make ourselves 32 water wheels, which will then give us a max of around 16,000, or to be more precise, 16,384, but we'll just round up to 16.5 worth of stress units. So with that, make ourselves some large water wheels. So this is basically all we need in order to make ourselves some starter power. So let's put all this away and get started in the morning.
Now that you have stress capacity, it's time to speed up the rotation.
And how do we do that?
Simply by shifting gears. If you use a large cog, then connect it to a small cog, you'll see that the small cog moves twice as fast as a large cog, and the reverse is also true.
Gear changing done simply.
And though you can't keep increasing the rotational speed, you should know that at a certain velocity, the small cog will break.
Ah, I see.
And the faster the rotation, the more stress your contraptions will generate.
So, use with caution.
Moving on, you may be familiar with this simple setup.
Oh yeah, it's a basic stone generator.
Yes. With this, we can attach a drill that will automatically mine the stone into cobblestone.
Simple enough. We already got the speed and capacity anyway.
Oh, do we? Well, what happens when we add a millstone?
Oh, the entire thing seized up. I guess we're over our stress limit.
Correct, but this can easily be solved by providing more large water wheels to increase the stress capacity.
Hey look, it works again.
And now you'll see the millstone grind up the cobblestone to turn into gravel for us to harvest.
Gravel? What's the point in gravel?
Simply put, when you wash gravel using a fan blowing through water, it'll wash the gravel and
Turn it into an iron nugget. I see, so it's an all-in-one iron farm. Oh, we could definitely work with this. First thing I'm going to need besides zinc and andesite is definitely going to be a steady supply of iron. But in order to get iron, I need to make myself a couple of things. Firstly, I need to get myself some belts. But in order to get myself some belts, I'm going to need kelp. And because we're in a warm ocean biome, there's not going to be any kelp anywhere nearby. So that probably means I'm going to have to head back to Centralia, cook it, and then convert that into a belt that I could then use with my shafts to create a conveyor belt. And then from there, I'm going to need to make mechanical drills and whatnot. Either way, I'm going to have to figure out how to make myself an iron farm given the resources that I don't have. We'll go with 2 stacks, just in case. Is that a dragon? That should be enough for now, and I got a little extra just so I can grow some on my side. Now, to my knowledge, I don't think we need a funnel to go into it. You can just accept items that fall onto it. So let's go down just a little bit so it's away from any wood. We'll drill down and it'll land on top of this millstone. Let's just remove power just so I don't accidentally hurt myself. Then we'll have the lava right on top, shoot out this way, and using an encase fan, it'll blow water. All we gotta do is put down a sign and then place water right here. And we'll be good to go. Cross this out. Yeah, there we go. Now it's making stone. Now all you gotta do is put this in the shaft and hopefully it doesn't overstress. It doesn't. Wonderful. Oh, but it's going the wrong direction. No. We'll just put a gearbox, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. I actually don't know if faster fans means faster wash. Oh well, let's make some more fans. Plunk down water right here, so it starts washing on that end. And then plunk down water on the other hand, and now it's double washing. There we go. That should theoretically work now. Let's connect this entire system together. And we'll just stay here for a little bit and kind of just let this do its thing. Okay, after some time, we got 176 iron nuggets, so I'm just gonna grab all these, and let's turn this machine off for now. I forgot to mention that what the toolbox does is that it allows you to hold 196 of a particular item. It holds a lot more than what you would actually think. Plus, it makes it easier for me to kind of sort things out because I don't really have a way to sort out items as of yet. So let's just combine all these and see how much we've got. 19. We already made back all the investment it costs to actually make this thing. So I think it's about time that we, well, of course, scale it up a little bit. Okay, after some time, we got a whole lot of iron nuggies. Let's go. That's so many iron nuggies. And how many ingots is that? Oh, at least a stack's worth. With all this iron, we'll be able to hold ourselves over for quite a long time, but it's still not enough in order to power up the quarry. We're gonna need to make some super glue.